supplements. So the first one is called Sleep Essence, and it contains melatonin, and it has 4 powerful essential oils um, to help with restful sleep for you and them. So you can use this with your kids or yourself. We all like this. I don't use it every day anymore, but it definitely helps when we've had a really stressful day and I can't turn my brain off, right? Or if Sahara's up late, it will help her calm down and go to bed. So
Susan, we're still...
does that work, Barb?
Yeah, now we see it.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. All right, so the first one is Sleep Essence. The second one is called Unwind, and this isn't our kids line, but I'm going to tell you guys that adults can use this as well. As a autism dad, side note, my husband had a heart attack 5 years ago this month, and we contributed to being autism parents. Like the amount of stress that we have been under, right, as parents. And Unwind is something that we accidentally bumped into that he tried because I was reading about the ingredients that were in it, and he was like, I need to try this for my anxiety, my stress, and he absolutely loves it, and he takes this every day. So this is using calming ingredients like L-theanine, 5-HTP, and magnesium. They all promote a restful, relaxed state, right? It can help with occasional sleepiness, but it's not just for bedtime. It helps us during the day when we're feeling agitated or anxious. It can decrease irritability, stress, anxiety. This product also supports, excuse me, the production of serotonin and glutathione, which is really important. Serotonin is the happy hormone, and glutathione helps our body detox. Like, those are so important. It tastes like watermelon. It's kind of like a pixie stick. It's really yummy. So I've had moms say they have to hide from their kids because they want to eat the whole box because they taste so good. So those are 2 of our supplements that I recommend for sleep. The diffusers there, I do recommend diffusing at night. The 3 oils that I have are 3 of our favorite ones that we use. Roman chamomile is just really calming to diffuse during nighttime routines. The sleepy eyes, I feel like it says exactly what it does, right? It helps us with sleep. And then rutabaga, it contains lavender and valerian and another botanical. And valerian is really well known for its sedative properties, and I'll talk about that a little bit more underneath another slide. But rutabaga is one of the products that we have like 5 in our house at a time because we will never run out of it. It really, I'm just going to say it helps us with like meltdowns and like anxiety. And if Sahara's having a really, really tough day, and you guys know how those look, we can rub this oil, and she calls it her purple oil. I believe she said stinky purple oil. It does not, the valerian is not a very good aroma, but it will stop her panic and her meltdowns within under a minute. Like, it really, really helps. I do find that the Tranquil is really good, but it is not as powerful to us as the rutabaga. The rutabaga, to me, hands down, I think every special needs family needs this one in their homes. It works so well, and I get so many good, positive results from other people who use it. Okay, so if this one interests you, you guys can always take a picture of the QR code that I put on there and pull those up on your phone, but I'm going to keep on going. The next one is our, let's see if I can get it to, yep, gut-brain axes. Okay, so you heard me talk earlier that, autism, like, we know that the gut is related to the brain's related to the gut. I've done a gazillion classes on this concept alone, and it is so important for brain health that our gut is healthy. Okay, so Ningxia Red is the first. This is a little bundle, so it has Ningxia Red and Nitro in there. Think nutrition, energy, cognition. Like it helps with all of those. Okay. It's a liquid vitamin and mineral. It's kind of liquid vitamin mineral juice. It's loaded with antioxidants. It tastes really yummy. It's going to be really good for a healthy gut, a gastrointestinal system. It also helps to soothe the nervous system, including the brain. Okay. There was some clinical studies that showed it reduced stress by 23%, and it improved mental well-being, and it helped the body's response to inflammation. And if we know about gut health, we know that often we have things going on that are inflammatory. So the clinical studies that were done last summer actually proved that this product actually helps with that. And then the little box on the left of that is called Nitro, and this is amazing. It's kind of just like it's an energy shot, but it's natural. And a lot of people think it's really important for energy. And I'm going to tell you guys, when Sahara wasn't sleeping well, this is what got me through most days. But it also, like, it's a cognitive supplement. It's going to help with brain and squirrels and all those things as well. And I'll talk a little bit about that later. The pre and probiotics we have, the Ningxia greens are amazing. They have 5 different kinds of mushrooms in it, but it also has 60 fermented fruits and vegetables, whole foods in there, which is going to be really, it's even labeled for the gut-brain axis, right? It's like we need a good probiotic in our gut for the gut. So the greens, you can put it in, like, you can sneak it in food. You can even put it in brownie mix or smoothies, stuff like that. I think the Life 9's a little bit easier to get into our kids, although I love the Ningxia greens. The Life 9 has 17 billion cultures, and it has all the strains that we need for complete gut support. And 90% of our serotonin is produced in our gut. So we need, like, a healthy gut equals a healthy mind, right? Like they correlate. If your kid doesn't take pills, we also have Mighty Pro, which is another pixie stick-like supplement. This one tastes amazing. I just leave this in a bowl on our counter, and the girls just grab a couple a day and just eat it when they have a sweet craving. It has prebiotics and probiotics and over 8 billion active live cultures, so it's still a pretty potent probiotic and can help even with the immune system. So it's kind of our probiotics. The Reconnect kit, I am biased about because my daughter actually influenced this kit. I could talk about this kit for an entire class. They're all oils. Reconnect is, think nervous system. It's going to soothe the nervous system and the brain. In Touch is really good for the sensory system. Sleepy Eyes, we already talked about that. And Genius is really good for focus and concentration. These 4 oils were formulated to work synergistically together. So some people go, well, I don't need this one. I'm like, well, yeah, you probably do. Because there's a reason why we want you to layer all this chemistry on your body together. Okay. So if you're interested in that, you need more information, I'd be happy to chat one-on-one with you guys about that and the study that we did with that one. Again, diffusing brain power was our first oil that we used with Sahara. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. It's great for, again, focus, concentration, and just brain stuff. That was the first oil that we used with her. Mighty Zymes are enzymes. We really need those. These are the enzymes that are naturally occurring in our body anyways, and we just don't get enough from the foods that we eat, and we have picky eaters, so they're not getting the enzymes from the food they eat. It assists with digestion and our bodies being able to assimilate the foods that we eat. So it's really good. I don't think our kids eat like they should, and it's just really good to give them a good enzyme to help break down those foods and absorb those nutrients. I threw tangerine and digest on here because we use this for, how do I word this? We use this one for with our kids. Some of them I'm just gonna say it, are constipated, and some of them get diarrhea, right? Like the oils don't. Remember in the earlier I said the oils don't address anything. They bring the body back to homeostasis. So I can layer both of these oils in different ways, and it can either slow us down or it can speed things up. But both oils do both things. So it's about bringing the body back to balance so it can take care of that on its own. So highly recommend it. Sahara used to call tangerine her happy potty oil, so there's that. Sensory issue. So this is our sensory package. Again, I got that Ningxia Red in there because you guys are going to see that a lot tonight because it really supports every body system. So it's going to help with the healthy nervous and sensory system. The Reconnect kit, again, that Reconnect and the In Touch are really good for the sensory regulation. And sleepy eyes can just help with calming down during the day as well. But again, I really think that this one is key to some of the things that we've seen in our house. We can diffuse them or apply them. Vetiver is an oil that is really grounding, and it helps to soothe frayed nerves. It's like I used Vetiver before we had In Touch. So Vetiver was the one that I used for the sensory stuff. But once Reconnect came out, depending on which one I had in my collection at any time, like I use those interchangeably. But you can only get the In Touch in that kit. Okay. The Valor is amazing for moms and dads. I'm just going to say that. Like, if you're thinking about what oil do I need, this one's going to be it. I use this before IEPs. I use it when the kids are out of control. I am an anxious person by nature, so this is the one that I put on every single day, like 5 or 6 times a day for mood support. It helps to also with self-esteem and self-confidence and mood regulation. I think that is really important for our kiddos. My daughter talks about not feeling confident in herself, right? And this helps to do that. We had Rutabaga on an earlier slide. You're gonna see that a couple times today. This one is just really good for easing anxiousness and just those meltdowns, even sensory meltdowns, right? Like we have those, and when we put this on the back of the neck, it can really soothe those nerves. Okay. All right. So the next one is our Pandas bundle. If you don't know what Pandas is, Google it. Basically, it's where some kids get psychiatric signals, if you will, from inflammation that's in the body. That's the easiest way that I can describe it. We have that Ningxia Red again because, again, it's going to help with supporting the immune system and the nervous system. It's also going to aid in detoxing, and it doesn't have any like high fructose corn syrups or sweeteners in there, and it's really just really good for overall wellness, and it's going to help with brain stuff, right? I love the sulfurzyme with it. The sulfurzyme is made from the Ningxia wolfberry as well, so both of those products have the Ningxia wolfberry in it. But the sulfurzyme also contains MSM, which is a dietary sulfur that aids in the immune system, and it helps to support normal metabolic function and circulation. So this one is going to be really good. Sulfur in the body, it helps us detox, and that is so important with even for kids don't have pandas. It's really important for us and our kids to be detoxing things out of our body. So sulfur is needed every cell of our body needs sulfur to function properly. It also is needed to produce glutathione, which is one of our body's main antioxidants. Most of our glutathione is produced from our liver. And if we are deficient in sulfur, your liver will really have a hard time producing the glutathione on its own and removing the toxins from the body. And the sulfurzyme, it's yummy. You could just put that straight up in water. I had a dad the other day do that, and he actually really liked it. Just a little, like a teaspoon mixed up in water, and he drank it. And he was like, I could actually drink this all day. I personally like to add it to my Ningxia Red with a little bit of water to dilute it a little bit, and it just tastes really yummy. So, like, there's different recipes that we have. So if that's something that intrigues you, we can get you some recipes so you guys can get that for yourselves. So the cinnamon CBD, our CBD contains terpenes and We have removed the THC, so it's 100% THC free. But by adding the essential oils in it, we put those terpenes back in it, so it actually makes it active. And cinnamon is just really good for these kiddos anyway. So I highly recommend that. Thieves also has cinnamon in it. It's our legendary blend for purifying essential oils. So they're going to help with cleansing properties and supporting our immune system. This one is pre-diluted, and you can just roll it on the bottoms of the feet or your back. Like, I put thieves on the bottoms of my kids' feet every day before, well, not unless she's 24. But like Sahara, we roll it on the bottoms of her feet before she goes to school. All right. Diffusing for these kiddos, I would look at lavender. That's our flagship oil. It's the most universal oil. Like, it does things that we probably don't even know that it's doing in the body. That is amazing, and it's like helping with. It contains like antioxidants and may improve like the immune system. It has a natural inflammatory and histamine response. Brain power, that was on another slide as well. Brain power is so important for focus, concentration, all those things. And then these last four oils are a powerful blend that we put in caps and use as a dietary supplement for our kids. Um, we combine 2 drops of each in a gel cap and take it daily. If you're using this one, you want to make sure you're using a good probiotic as well, because if we're killing off bad um, microorganisms in our body, yeast and bacteria and things like that, we want to make sure we're putting the good stuff back in. So I highly recommend that as well. All right. The next category we have is just stress and mood stuff, because we're autism parents. Need I say more? We have the unwind again. You guys, with that L-theanine and that 5-HTP and that magnesium, it is so important. If you are overstressed and you have mood stuff going on, I didn't put this one on there, and I don't know why, but cortisol is also really good. Cortisol is going to give your adrenals, which are your stress glands, some TLC. B vitamins, like this has all the vitamins in it, right? Which is going to help to support your mood and cognitive function. If we have a B deficiency, it can include things like mental exhaustion, upset stomach, nervousness, stress. It also is vital for healthy neurotransmitter function, which also affects the mood. Um, and it also is a natural form of folate that we get from, so it's not folic acid, it's actually folate, which we get from lemon peels, and it's called Oregon FA. Most folic acid on the market is synthetic, and therefore the body just can't break it down, and it's not usable. Ultimately, the body has to have the folate, that natural source, in the form of 5-MTH, to support the healthy DNA repair through the methylation cycle. So if you're a PANDAS parent, you know why all that's important. So I'm just going to keep on moving on, but if you guys have questions about that, you can let me know later. Vitamin D is really important with regulating mood and decreasing the risk of depression. There was a study done with over 7,000 people who experienced negative emotions, and when they took a vitamin D supplement, they all noticed improvement in their symptoms, which is absolutely amazing. I threw multigreens in here just because it's a good chelator and it helps to detox as well. I use it for energy, and it's good for filling the gaps of our diet. Like, I laugh that I remember to feed my kids, but I always forget to feed myself, which is kind of funny. And then we have these roll-ons. So you heard me talk about the rutabaga. We've talked about Valor. We have Stress Away. The name says it all. We also have another CBD oil called Calm that you can just roll on, and it has the CBD, again, no THC, but it also has some really calming essential oils in there as well. I think that these are, like, you can't go wrong with any of the products that I have on this one for stress and mood. All right, so the next one is Clean Living. This bundle is going to help you guys swap out household items that you're already using, okay? So for safe and effective plant-based ones, and The reason why that you guys heard me talk about how I wanted to get neurotoxins out of my house to begin with, right? So this is super, super important. Our entire line is made with plant-based materials and minerals, and is infused with that signature blend, the Thieves. So we have everything from dish soap, hand soap, the cleansers, and laundry detergent, and like everything in between. So if green cleaning is really important to you guys and you're wanting to get the toxins out of your house, I highly recommend this one to start here. I threw orange and purification in there just because I use those a lot in my cleaning, because who doesn't like oranges? And purification because it really helps with cutting odors. So I'm not using candles and I'm not using those aerosol sprays in the house. I'm using purification on cotton balls or straight up in garbage cans or in the dirty sneakers and things like that to cut and eliminate odors. But that's a really, really popular line that we have. So I highly recommend looking at that one as well. The last one is I threw cortisop in there. I did throw cortisop. So this last slide is for moms and dads. Okay, so as a autism mom, I know the crazy amount of stress that we endure. So I kind of wanted to close with this because I don't know how I could have gotten through the last 12 years without these gems. Okay, so again, the Ningxia Red, because I feed my kids and sometimes I don't feed myself. I want to make sure that I have good energy. I want to make sure that I'm sleeping well. I want to make sure that okay, I'm just going to be real. I want to make sure that I stay around because I don't know what's going to happen to my kiddo when I'm not here, right? And Ningxia Red is going to flood my body with good nutrition, and it's going to help me stay healthy. And I don't mean just like cold and flu stuff. Like, it's going to help me stay healthy. So this is a non-negotiable for me. Like, I use this supplement every single day, and I have for the past 12 years, because will it prevent me from leaving early? I don't know. But you know what? I have a feeling that I'll stay around longer than I think I can, with this one. It's loaded with nutrition and antioxidants, and it's just that important. You guys heard me talk about the study where it improves sleep. Okay, like that's important. It also increased physical energy by 34%, which is crazy, right? It reduced physical limitations, right? Those aches and pains and like the things that we do as parents, right? It reduced those by 36%. It reduced stress by 23% while improving mental well-being. It supports your body's reaction to inflammation, and it supports your respiratory system. Like, it supports everything. So my whole family takes the Ningxia Red. You heard me talk about cortisop a little bit because it is super important with the adrenals and cortisol. The way that women's bodies react to cortisol when it's produced under stress, it can cause like negative health consequences such as like fatigue, difficulty maintaining healthy weight, maintaining a healthy cardiovascular system, difficulty handling our stress, and we know what stress does to us, right? And I like the supplement because it's not intended to take forever. We take it for like 6 or 8 weeks and we stop it. Just make sure we're getting our body back online so we can handle our own stress, so we don't have to rely on supplements to do it. Okay. Super B, you guys just heard me talk about that. I always joke with my team that I take Super B, so I'm not a Super B. It is so good for mood, and I can tell when my husband and I both don't take it because we get grumpy. And let's face it, we have a tough life, right? Some of the oils that we used, Trauma Life, I don't think there's any explanation that's needed. Like, we know that being a special needs mom and dad can be trauma. It can be traumatic. And this is one of the oils that has helped me get through this. Joy over heart is to uplift our mood and help with emotions. And then Valor, again, you guys heard me talk about that earlier. Like, that is my go-to. So I use those 3 oils a lot just to help me get through so I can be present for my kids better. Okay, that was a lot. Okay, so Young Living's, so you guys can't get these at the store. Okay, so here's the thing. Regardless if I got you to this class or not, like make sure that you get to the person who invited you. So if you go to Young Living and just go order something randomly, they're going to assign you to a random stranger to help support you, and frankly, that's just weird. Get back to the person who invited you, whether it was me or someone else, it doesn't matter, and let them give you their link so you can be linked to them so you can get ongoing support. Like, this was a lot of information. You guys are not going to remember probably anything that I just said. That's why you have us, so we can link arms and really help you. Even if I didn't invite you, I am happy to talk to anybody. So my phone number is on the top of this slide. Take a screenshot of it or write it down. You're welcome to text me, and I will give you a text back and kind of help you if you need guidance. If you want a link to any of the bundles that I just talked about, like the products, because like I'm sure you didn't remember everything I just said, just text me your name